Good morning, guys. Welcome to Scripted's Week 5 lesson. Now, today's lesson is going to be mainly about creating a nav bar or a navigation system at the very top of your web page. So there are actually two ways to do this. The first way is using the Bootstrap library. The second way is not using it at all. So first we'll be focusing on the Bootstrap way. So first things first, you need to create what's called a nav tag. Alright, so and in that tag you just create a class called navbar dot default, and you can also change this to navbar inverse to create a dark layered theme, but for now we're just using default. So the next tag within this would be a div tag class container. If you want to make it container fluid, so it stretches like the entire width of the web page, you can also do that. It's not necessary, but it is a great feature to add as well. The next thing is to create a div tag called class equals navbar header. This is essentially creating the structure of it entirely. One more div tag here, and this is a place to hold your logo, your icon that like represents whatever brand you're trying to advertise, which is essentially really why it's called navbar brand. Okay, and in this last part here, actually, you can. Oops, I didn't even close these other tags. Oh yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3. So I was saying, yeah, in here you also have to include an anchor tag. So if you want to include an href tag that takes you to google.com or something, you can also do that. But yeah, and then we'll just, my bad. Let's close this tag right here, and within that, create an anchor tag. And then that closes the div tag. Ref, there we go. Href right there. Yeah, sorry about that slight pause just now. I had to deal with a quick family problem, but it's right now. I'm back. So after you do that is next you create the unordered list. Now, a navbar is essentially an unordered list that you either create horizontally or vertically and then you can just input hyperlinks or anchor tags within them, so they take you to a different web page or a different section of the same web page that you're either on. So before we do that, actually, I just realized I made a few errors. So href navbar brand. What else did I make? That should be it for now. But if anything else, then here there's another one. If any more errors, I'll check later and I'll fix it for you. So next is also yes, this is actually navbar brand. So my bad. So that bar brand doesn't get its own section, like it doesn't get its own div tag. It just is a class within the anchor tag. So Bootstrap knows to actually place this hyperlink, this anchor tag at the very far right of the nav bar. because it is the brand of the nav bar. Okay, so on to the next step. The next step is that you create an unordered list. Right? You create an unordered list, and this way you can just input some list items. And let's include like 3 of them. So each list item has a whatever link that you want to send them to. So let's say I wanted to include a link, an anchor tag, right? That I keep misspelling that for some reason. Anyway, oh my god, there we go. So href equals what, I send this to yahoo.com or something, and then this one would say Yahoo. Let's create another anchor link. Whoa. So another anchor tag that says take me to Google. Alright, there we go. So I should close that. Actually, let's test it out real quick, see what it looks like. So that should take me. Oh no, it does not. It does not take me there. Eight efforts is squeezed to yahoo.com. Yahoo.com. Sorry about that once again. Well, the reason why my hyperlinks weren't working was because I didn't use the proper syntax. So you need to use HTTPS colon backslash backslash on all your hyperlinks for it to actually work. And the last one, let's just make it like I don't know, Apple or something. href equals apple.com. Then let's close that out. And here we'll put apple.com. But still, there's an error here somewhere. Okay, see, found it. There we go. So that way we now have 3 hyperlinks that work. Yep, it takes me to apple.com. Testing out these 2, it takes me to Yahoo. And the last one for Google, it definitely does take me to to whygoogle.com. There we go. There we go. Now it all works. So we've closed out everything here. So we've created our nav class and the container and the header and the brand, and we just finished creating our unordered list. So that should be about it. The next step is to close everything and then input the Bootstrap CSS, or not CSS. I guess it's actually just within the header tag, but yeah. So one, two. Okay, that's 2 div tags and then a nav tag. two div tag, one, two, nav tag, two more. Okay, and then that should close everything. Yeah, you should probably also, like always, close your div tags like right after you type them out, so you don't get lost and then somehow it's misplaced and then there's a whole like huge error in your entire web page. Okay, so actually no, wait, I have the syntax right here for Bootstrap. It changed it a little bit, but not entirely. Okay, how about let's go back to the actual boot strap CDN. Lose your hair. Getting started. Hey guys, so obviously our code has a little bit of some errors in it, right? So let's go through a little bit of like debugging real quick. So let's go over it one more time. First things first was create a nav tag. Nav class equals, oops, I don't think I closed this right here. That's one error found already. Navbar, navbar, navbar slash default. The next one would be a div tag classed. Oops, hold on, I didn't think I closed this here. There we go. A div tag classed container fluid. The second step. Then it was div class equals navbar dash header. Then an anchor tag that had a class of navbar brand with an href of google.com. Now this would technically mean that the brand would be google.com, but it really shouldn't be actually. It shouldn't be. So let's just make this like I don't know, script that's website or something. Let's, Alright, and then let's just put script that right there. Okay. Next, now that we start the under the list right here, you should make sure everything's in order. So the list item is ahref, the website that we corrected a while ago, and then the actual like website name, closing that anchor tag, and then closing that line item. After that, we closed the div tag. As a matter of fact, I think we also didn't close the brand anchor tag, because that's a whole different section like just for itself. So that's one thing that we didn't close. After that, we close the div class header fluid tag. Then we close the container fluid tag. This is not okay. Sometimes supplying is a little bit annoying, but it works. After that, that's when we close the nav tag, and these two extra div tags are kind of redundant. So we'll just close that for now, and then we'll see how our code works. And there we go, but still not working exactly how it should be. Okay, so I found all the errors essentially in this last part. So what I had forgot to include was a class in the another list, like first tag right here. So I initially didn't include this right here. This class is actually what essentially in CSS types in float dot left. So it's all lined up horizontally, and it's not vertical unless you intentionally want it to be vertical. So after that, you can go back here, and then it would look like this as it already is. But strip that, the brand right here is at the top left corner. In this case, I'm just gonna take it out for now, since that isn't the main focus of our like lesson today. But essentially, you can create a navbar just like this by using this code. And if you want to just mess around with it any way possible, like it'll just do whatever. Yeah, for example, I just changed navbar inverse to I mean navbar default to navbar inverse. That way it turns from white to black, and then these links still work. If I want to go to apple.com, I can just go to app right there, or whatever, like Google or Yahoo. It doesn't really matter. But essentially, that is how you create a navbar using Bootstrap. There are a few other ways how to create a navbar purely with your own code, HTML and CSS. But I would say this is probably like the fastest and easiest way with like really like between like what 20 lines of code in total really. So that should end the lesson.